It's in the studio. We've got Jeremy from Black Dirt Distillery. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning.
All right, and I smell the aroma of bourbon in the studio. This is wonderful. It's a great way to spend the morning. So now you're going to be at Beer, Bourbon, and Bacon.
Yes, we will.
On the 20th, and I know a lot about beer. I know a lot about bacon. I need to be educated a little bit on bourbon. So first of all, what actually is bourbon?
So bourbon is America's native spirit. Actually, it has to be made in the U.S. And its majority is corn-based. So you have to be at least 51% corn. The other ingredients, in our case, it's malted barley and rye, which is a typical mix, and it's got to be aged in oak barrels.
Oh, so it has to be aged in oak
barrels. It has to be. I mean, there's no specified time period. It could be aged for a minute technically, but to be straight bourbon, it has to be aged at least 2 years. Ours is aged almost 4.
All right. So if you're drinking bourbon, you know it's made in America. It's got a good amount of corn in it, and it's being aged in the barrel.
And is that what makes it stand out? Makes it a bourbon rather than just your normal whiskey, or?
So whiskey's the general term. Bourbon is mostly corn. Rye is mostly rye, and then malts are mostly malted barley.
All right, so they're just different
so bourbon is a whiskey, but not all whiskeys are bourbons.
Correct. Bourbon is a type of whiskey.
Very nice, Robyn. I like the way you put that.
Thank you.
All right, so now what do we have in front of us? What is this?
So this is our Black Dirt New York Straight Bourbon whiskey. It's 80% corn grown in the Black Dirt. That's an agricultural region where we're situated. And then it's about 10% malted barley and 10% rye.
All right, so now am I doing this right? I'm smelling it first.
Smell it first. You're going to get a lot of sort of earthy notes.
Oh, yeah.
Get that sort of grilled corn.
Very boozy smell. This is nice. All right.
Mm. I am familiar with your bourbon. You're right there. Oh, did you just hit the cough button?
No. It actually really is smooth.
It's very smooth.
Usually I'll take that first sip and I'm like, oh, but it really,
it's
really nice.
It's mellowed, almost 4 years in charred oak, and it is 90 proof, so it is overproof.
Yeah. So now, what are your thoughts about the ice cube? Should there be an ice cube in here or no?
It's up to you. My thoughts are, you do what you want. You want to try.
I love this guy. This guy's great.
Now
some people yell at you if you put an ice cube. Some people yell if you don't put an ice cube in.
I like it neat. And it's weird because I feel like when there's an ice cube in there, for some reason, it seems stronger, almost. Like you would think that it wouldn't feel, but the taste seems stronger almost when I put an ice cube in it. I prefer it neat. I don't like it cold. I don't like it with the ice, but...
How do you usually have it?
I drink a lot of Manhattans, and I brought a Manhattan we'll try later, but it's probably my favorite whiskey drink. It's a very simple old cocktail, just sweet vermouth, bourbon.
Is that what I have over here?
That's what you have.
With or without ice, would a Manhattan be?
I usually put a large, I'm a big, large ice cube.
What is that? It almost smells like cinnamon. What's in a Manhattan?
So there's 2 parts whiskey, typically rye, but this one's bourbon. 1 part sweet vermouth. I add a little bit of our cherry liqueur. We make our own cherry liqueur called American Fruit.
That's what I'm smelling.
And then cocktail bitters.
Right,
no cinnamon.
Let me take a little sip of it. That is nice. That's like rather strong though, right? Look at Robyn.
I like it straight. I like my bourbon straight up. Just give me the bourbon.
I like this. This is really nice.
I'll trade you your... Here, you can have that, and I'll take your whiskey.
I gotta drive home, Rob. All right, so now at Beer, Bourbon, and Bacon, now what are you going to be serving?
So we're going to have a number of things in addition to the bourbon, of course, but we also have a rye. We'll have a Applejack, which is a bonded apple brandy, and also a gin.
Oh, I know. Robyn's a big fan.
I am
of the
a
gin.
big fan of the gin. I am. Oh my God!
Hounding him about the
I've
gin.
had it for everybody as a present because it's a pretty bottle. It's local. It is. I will just say that it's the only gin I've ever had that I can just sip straight. You don't need tonic. You don't need any. It's delicious. But the bourbon is really good too. Because I know we're talking about Beer, Bourbon, and Bacon now.
So where are you guys located?
We are in Pine Island, New York, which is right in the heart of the Black Dirt region.
The Black Dirt, yeah, right in the middle there. And do you have like a tasting room? Can people come and visit you?
We do. So the tasting room for the Black Dirt is at the Warwick Valley Winery and Distillery.
Okay.
In Warwick, right next to Pine Island.
All right, so you can come on out and enjoy that. And of course, you can come to Beer, Bourbon, and Bacon on the 20th and chat with you guys and learn a little bit more about bourbon. I tell you, when I learn about these things, you enjoy it even more when you hear about, how they're crafted and local the local connection and everything. It's great.
Do you think you might become a bourbon drinker now,
I
Boris?
want to become a bourbon drinker.
I
'cause
want you
think,
to become one.
I think it sounds a lot more prestigious. At least knowing a little bit more about bourbon.
Yeah.
Because it's a little more impressive, I think.
Yeah, we're really impressed with you, Jeremy.
Oh.
See, look at all the stuff you know about bourbon.
And by the look on his eye, he's really impressed with us.
Yeah, I can tell. Get me out of here.
No, this is delicious stuff. Thanks so much. And if you want to learn more about Blackberry, you guys have a website?
Yep, blackdirdistillery.com.
All right, and check out Beer, Bourbon, and Bacon on July 20th. Tickets are still available. There's a whole VIP section and everything, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got all the details up at WPDH.com. Thanks so much, Jeremy.
Thank you.